Hello, and we are back for our last week of assignments. So this is your second to last ed puzzle, which is absolutely crazy. So we're gonna spend the week talking about inequalities. We're in this video we're gonna talk about how we write them. The next video we're gonna talk about putting them on a number line. So let's get started. So inequalities are used when a situation does not have one concrete answer, meaning that it's not just equal to one thing, there could be many things, like the amount of people allowed in the elevator. Like it could say like it has to be less than 10, which means it could be 8, it could be 6. Ages of people allowed at a movie, the number of phone calls you can make, speed limits, all of that kind of stuff. So we have some different symbols here. We're not really going to use this bottom one. We have less than, and remember, less makes the L. So L for less. Less than or equal to, that little line means it can be equal to. So like if it's less than 4, that means it has to be 3.9 or under. If it's less than or equal to 4, that means that it also can be 4. Greater than is just, it goes the other way. So less than makes the L, greater than makes the other way. And then greater than or equal to, again, has that line under it, meaning that it can also be equal to. So some examples we could look at, like children under 6 ride free. That means that their age, or A, has to be less than 6 to ride free, because they have to be under 6. Children ride free through age 6 means that they can be 6 or under. So that means that their age can be less than or equal to 6, because they can be 6. Must be older than 12 to ride a go-kart. Your age must be greater than 12. You must be at least 12 to drive a go-kart. So that means you have to be 12 or older. So those words really make a difference at least. Like if you go, the first one, if you go to the go-kart place and say you're 12, they're going to say you can't ride yet. But the second place, if you say you're 12, they're going to say you can ride. Those words, at least, they make a big difference. So in that case, you have to be greater than or equal to 12. All right, so we're going to skip over that. All right, which inequality models this situation? Write an inequality to show the speeds S allowed on this road. So that sign says the speed limit is 35 miles per hour. That means you have to go 35 or under. So that means the fastest you can go is 35. If you're going 36, you could get pulled over. So your speed has to be less than 35. But if you're going 35, that's okay. So it has to be less than or equal to 35, because you can go 35. If you go 36, you're going to get pulled over. But if you go going 35, they're going to say they're okay. Right? In inequality to show the ages of people allowed in the building, no one under 18 is permitted. So that means, so no one under 18 means you have to be over 18. So it says to use A for age, so your age has to be greater than 18. In this case, I'm not going to put that line because it says just over 18. It doesn't say 18 or over. It says, if it says no one, oh no, you can be 18 here. You just can't be under 18. I'm sorry, I made a mistake there. So this means 18, or 18. Because you just can't be under 18. So you can be 18 or more. So your age has to be greater than or equal to 18. All right, write an inequality to show the people allowed in the pool. So pool capacity is 32 people. That means that capacity means how many is allowed. So that means that there can be 32 or under. 32 people can go in the pool, but person 33 is, they're going to say no. So the amount of people has to be less than or equal, because there can be 32 people. If it says that there has to be under 32 people, that's when we would take the line again, take the line away. But it says that there can be 32. There just can't be more. So it has to be less than or equal to 32. You may pick no more than 15 apples. So that means no more than, that means you have to pick 15 or less. You can't pick 16, but you can pick 15, you just can't pick 16. So this would mean that the amount of apples has to be less than or equal to 15, which in this case would be option B. Again, no more than 15 apples. This means you can't pick more. You can pick 15, you just can't pick 16. She ate at least 2 steaks. So 2 is the least. So she ate 2 or more. 2 is the least that she ate. So this number of steaks is 2 or more, so it's greater than or equal to 2, which would be option C. The bus can hold no more than 60 students. So that means you can have 60 or less. Person 60 can get on the bus. Person 61 cannot get on the bus. So 60 or less would be the number of students has to be less than or equal to 60. Students should read at least 30 minutes a night. So that at least means that's the least it should be. So this means 30 or more. So if Ms. Roberts said to read at least 30 minutes, yeah, that means you have to read 30 minutes or more. If you read 29 minutes, she's going to say you need to read 1 more minute. So this means another number of minutes has to be greater than or equal to 30. Each student should sell at least 3 pants for a fundraiser. So in this one, we just talked about at least means that it should be 3 or more. 3 is the least it can be, so it can be 3 or more, which would be greater than or equal to 3. Please pack no more than 1 suitcase. So that means that you have to pack 1 or less, no more than. So that means you can pack 1 or less. So basically you can take a suitcase, 1 suitcase, or no suitcases. So the number of suitcases is less than or equal to 1. And again, I'm differentiating those symbols by saying, does it make the L? That's less. L is for less, and if it has the line under it, that means or equal to. All right, last one. We can expect more than 500 students to attend the play. So more than, that just means greater than. So that means the number of students is going to be greater than 500. It's not going to be greater than or equal to here because it's saying more than 500. It does not say 500 or more. It just says more. So that's why it's only greater than. All right, so that brings us to the end. You guys are now going to go to the second video. And first you're going to write a summary. Then you're going to go to the second video, write that summary. Then you're going to work on the Pearson and then the project. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.